Oh boy, we are back with Abyss Cosmos 913. We got friend Iran, deliciously dangerous once again. We're going in with the all requirements team this time. We got friend Rydia, we got Y'shtola, Renoa, and Lightning. So for this match, you're gonna need a green sword, a green crystal user. For that, we got Renoa. You can use Sephiroth as well, or Agrius. If you're gonna bring Agrius, she fulfills 2 of the requirements because one of them is a light sword requirement. So we're using Lightning here. There's not many for me to choose, but there's a few in the roster that you guys can pick if you have them. Tidus and Bart's Onion Knight are good examples. And then Lightning and Agrius, like I mentioned. Now the last requirement is going to be a staff user. So I'm bringing Y'shtola. I was looking through the roster, but the only other notable one was probably Eiko. But for me, I'm going to choose Y'shtola because she has a lot of burst healing, which comes in handy here. As you see, we already took some HP damage. She can top off Renoa and constantly battery her to maximize splash and HP damage. I think Y'shtola is pretty good here. And the delay in defense down is pretty handy. As you'll see, wave 1 is kind of difficult because they get high turn rate and they can do a lot of HP attacks. But wave 2 is the hardest wave, and that's where you'll see Y'shtola really shines. With all of her utility, battery, prevent your team from getting broken, and then you got delays to prevent the Phantom from doing any kind of turns on you, so it's pretty good there. We got reworked Lightning. After playing around with Lightning, I've noticed that she's actually pretty powerful. I know she was dead in JP, but that's only because she came 2 months later on in the timeline, and they already had units like Noctis, and they had level 70 awakenings, they had Shantoto rework already. So Lightning didn't see much play, and she is objectively a little bit weaker than Vayne, who already came out, so I can see why Lightning didn't see much use. She also doesn't have any party auras like Vayne does, and Vayne gets more free turns than she does, so that's why she was considered kind of dead. But right now in global, she's actually kind of powerful in my opinion, at least right before the level 70s come in. In terms of DPS and damage per turn, she's actually pretty strong right now. But I wouldn't recommend pulling her banner. She's a little bit flashy, she's cool, but unless she's the absolute favorite of you guys, I wouldn't actually recommend that you pull for her. Because Garnet is also very in a bad spot right now. She never gets a rework in Japan, and it takes a long time for her to actually get level 70. She doesn't give your party any auras or attack buffs or anything like that, just the Imperil enchant, so I don't actually recommend Garnet. Okay, wave 2, we didn't have to reset here. This is the hardest wave in my opinion. And that's because the skeleton has many resistances. He resists physical and range, however he's weak to magic. On the flip side, you get the Phantom, who is resistant against magic, but he's not weak to physical or range. He's neutral to them. So both of them together is big threat because you don't actually know when the Phantom's gonna go, and the skeleton is pretty hard as well to take down because not many good magic users here. Like we are bringing Renoa here, but she can only do so much to one target, you know, she's mostly a splash unit. So the strategy here is just to burst down the Phantom as fast as you can, because the longer you let him stay alive, the more dangerous it be, because you don't know when he's actually gonna go. And he does have a Brave plus HP attack, which does a lot of damage. His attack power itself is pretty strong. I've seen him hit over 7k with his Brave attacks, which is a lot of damage. Most likely gonna break somebody every time he goes. We're gonna have Lightning focus him and use her EX to delay him. Y'shtola is gonna be attacking the skeleton because that's the one that's weak to magic. She won't do enough damage on the Phantom to contribute anything. That's why we're just gonna focus on the one who's magic weak. And same with Renoa. She's not gonna contribute anything if she targets the Phantom. So really only Lightning is gonna be handling him for us. But that's fine. Here we'll see EX ability. You get the delay with 2 turns with the plus version. You get that after using Spark Strike. And then she gets free turn, which just jumps in front. So the Phantom doesn't get to act much if you're just tunnel visioning on him with Lightning. And now the skeleton is exposed so he's just gonna go down with the whole team. Y'shtola can prevent breaks with her battery, and really good synergy with Renoa, keeping her topped off with the heal as well as maximizing her damage with all the battery being used. I ran this combination before in the past stage, and I found Y'shtola and Renoa to be pretty strong combination. Maybe not as strong as Lena plus Renoa, but it's pretty good in terms of their synergy and benefits for each other. Okay, the last wave. So we saved both friend, summon, and support for this wave. So we're gonna summon the turn right before, and then just nuke them down. In my experience, they're really not gonna get any turn. If you play this correctly, they're just gonna get nuked down and die. I've never actually seen them taking one turn. If you're struggling on wave 2, you could potentially use your summon there. But I recommend holding off, because unless you're running units like Lena here, it's going to be pretty difficult once the Marlboro does bad breath and debuffs your team. An Ultima weapon, I presume, can get pretty tanky, so you don't really want him to act at all. Okay, we chose friend Rydia here, but really you can bring any friend that does damage. Friend Squall would be good, friend Twins would be fine. I just chose Rydia because she's really jack of all trades as friend support right now. She enables your team by enchanting and imperiling the enemy. She has auras when she comes in. She does good damage. She gives you max brave buff as well. So she kind of does a lot of things for a unit. I think brings a lot to the team. So not only does she has, 5 turns of damage, but she has her buffs which linger for 6 turns after she's gone, so she does a lot of like behind the scenes supporting that you don't really see. Lightning can do cat damage thanks to the weakness and stuff from Rydia, so it's very powerful. And this should be it, last skill from Lightning. Yeah, so in my opinion, Lightning is very strong. But like I said, I wouldn't actually go for Lightning unless you're a big favorite or fan of her. I'll see you guys at the next event. Take care.